What we must remember is that these are wild animals and they have to do things that wild animals will do. There will be conflict when these guys are assimilating into prides or meeting one another. Remember, they're territorial animals. Hey boy. Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back to another beautiful day on Shamwari Private Game Reserve. So about 15-20 minutes ago I got reports from some guys driving past pretty close to my office. I'm not even a kilometer away from my office. Reports of a single male lion. We spent about 15 minutes trying to track this guy down and we've just found our newly released male lion. He's looking good. He was up moving a couple of seconds ago. We just saw him walking behind these acacia bushes, but now I can see he's just laid down over there, and it does look like he's got a very fat belly indeed. So he's actually looking quite good. He is in this very dense thicket of acacias. And whether he's going to bed down here for the day or not, I'm not too sure. It's a nice cool day. And he's going to lie down just over there. So there has been some interaction with the southern pride over the last week or so. What we must remember is that these are wild animals and they have to do things that wild animals will do. There will be conflict when these guys are assimilating into prides or meeting one another. Remember, they're territorial animals. I think it's important to remember that if you look at what humans have done to the planet and how much we've taken over, it is a good thing that we are giving these guys space to do what they're supposed to do and be wildlife. There will be conflict, there will be interactions, but it's how it's supposed to be. Not to say that any of those interactions are fatal. What you must remember is that lions are designed around being able to take competition and fighting and blows and that type of stuff. Their mane is designed to intimidate other males. The bigger the mane, the more powerful and stronger this lion seems to his opponent. The mane is also there to cushion parts of the neck and the head from powerful blows of the paws and bites. So these animals are designed to take conflict and competition from one another, and it's that will eventually decide who is where and who's territorial and who's dominant. So it's good interactions that are taking place. There's been very little aggression between the southern pride and this guy on interaction. There was a little bit of a meeting, and anytime lions meet with one another when they're not directly from the same pride, there will be a bit of what people would say would be aggression. But on the level of what fighting can be with lions, it was like a 1 out of 10 type of thing. Quite far off in the distance, you won't be able to have heard that on the mic, I'm sure, but I heard audio of lions contact calling. So we've left our new nomadic male sleeping in the bushes. Doesn't seem like he's going to be doing much today. He's got a very full belly, and as we've just seen, he's lying in thick bush. I have heard the guys talking about another male lion in the south, probably our resident territorial male. So I'm going to head into that area and have a look if we can find him. Just have a look and see what's happening. See if we can see if he's got any behavioral stuff going on. Maybe he knows that there's a new male lion in his territory, or if he's not too fazed by it. So let's go and have a look. So you actually couldn't find a better setting for this. There's elephants out over there, there's elephants over there, there's giraffe over there, and there's a sleeping king of the jungle over here. What a beautiful, beautiful setting. So this guy sleeping out over here, this looks like our southern territorial male. And that's indicative of an animal that's broken away from the pride, and he's doing his territorial rounds. He's patrolling, he's making sure that the area is freshly demarcated with scat and urine and scratch marks, and he obviously would be roaring and calling on his patrols as well. Obviously he had a busy night because it's just before midday, and he is lights out. There's a beautiful elephant walking in the background behind him as well. What a perfect setting. You can see a beautiful green tinge hanging over the reserve now. We've just started going into our rainy season. There's been a few good early rains, and now the bush is starting to come alive. We're on the fast track towards spring, which is going to be an amazing time for the reserve. Always a good time for new life and regeneration, and yeah, lots of exciting things are going to be happening. So I suppose as the crow flies, we're probably only about 4, maybe 5 kilometers away from where the new nomadic male is busy currently sleeping. There is always going to be competition amongst lions. They are territorial animals, and a territory is never safe. A territory is a sign of good, viable area or land that is in high demand. And as long as you have more than one male lion, which we do, we have quite a number of different prides and nomadic males, young lions that aren't yet territorial but getting to that age, other guys that are past that age. There's this constant jostling, wanting to stamp an authority to say that this is my territory. And you know, these guys, they don't hold a territory forever. It's only for a few years, where they're in their peak, where they're in their prime, where they can manage to fight off competition, because it is fighting that takes place. So it's never an absolute peaceful process. The degree of aggression is quite varied, and it depends on you know, how strong the individuals are as deciding factors as to who's going to be the victor and who will control the territory for the longest period of time. So for now, there has been some interactions. These males have met up already, but within a few kilometers of one another, they're both lying, sleeping. It's telling me that there's not that much aggression. It remains to be seen exactly what's going to transpire. Well, we're a few weeks away from spring. I'm looking really forward to this amazing time of the year. It's going to be jam-packed with action. We're going to bring it right to you. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up on all of our videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that for us, and we'll keep you up to date with these guys. Until then, we'll see you soon. Stay safe.